You may be seated. I invite you to hear this prayer. God of truth and knowledge, we give you thanks for the years of exploration and learning that have led to this moment of celebration. Bless these students and all those who have encouraged and empowered them along the way. Walk with these graduates as they leave here and move forward in life. Take away their anxiety and any confusion of purpose. Strengthen their many talents and skills so that they may live and work as a blessing to others. Fill us all with your hope for the future. Amen.
Faculty, staff, students, and parents, welcome back to Birmingham-Southern College. Today, we're celebrating the end of 4 years of hard work and the departure from the community of Birmingham-Southern students. We're celebrating a graduation. We're also celebrating a new beginning, the entrance into graduate school, professional programs, or the job market. We're celebrating the entrance into the community of Birmingham-Southern College alums. We are celebrating a commencement. We're hosting this celebration, this ceremony, in August, in the middle of a pandemic, in a coliseum that is 90% empty, and we're all wearing masks. While we regret not having all the students together at one time, not having as many family and friends join us in person as we'd like, we are glad to create a ceremony that is intimate, with the appropriate regalia and tradition warranted by the accomplishments of our graduating seniors. At Birmingham Southern, education is a personalized experience. It should not be celebrated on the 50-yard line of a large stadium or exclusively online without the many dimensions of human interaction. We hope we can create a personalized experience today consistent with your experiences and your accomplishments. At the end of the year, we have many ceremonies at BSC. In addition to graduation, there's Honors Day, the baccalaureate address, and my favorite, which we've incorporated today, the capping ceremony. Every student chooses a mentor. It could be a friend, it could be a brother or sister, but someone who means a lot to them, someone who has had an impact on their life and education. The mentor will come up front with the student today and put the graduation cap, the mortarboard, on top of the student's head. This ceremony honors the role of the mentor. Everyone has a mentor, and no one can ever pay their mentor back. But that's not the point. This ceremony reminds us that it is our duty not to pay the mentor back, but to become a mentor on behalf of someone else. As Cicero said, non nobis solum natus sumus, which means not for ourselves alone are we born. While today we celebrate the success of our graduating seniors, we also thank those who helped make this day possible. And in doing so, we remind our seniors that their duty as graduates of this college is to seek out others who themselves need mentoring. And perhaps one day, our seniors will come back to this stage and be recognized for their mentorship and inspire others to do the same. Now, in the spirit of recognizing the impact of mentors in the education of others, I would like to turn the ceremony over to our provost, Dr. Brad Caskey, to honor a faculty member who has made a lasting impact on many of our students in 2020 with the Outstanding Educator of the Year Award. Thank you.
Thank you, President Coleman. For over a decade, we have presented the Outstanding Educator of the Year Award to a faculty member who exemplifies Birmingham-Southern College's definition of an exceptional academic professional. These characteristics include excellence in teaching, active and ongoing scholarly endeavors, effective student advising, and dedication and service to the college, profession, and community. Each individual honored with the Outstanding Educator of the Year Award receives a stipend and serves as a speaker for commencement at the end of the next academic year. This year's recipient is Professor of Religion, Dr. Amy Cottrell. Dr. Cottrell joined the BFC faculty in 2007, having earned an A.B. from Earlham College, a master's in divinity from the Methodist Theological School in Ohio, and a Ph.D. from Emory University. In nominating her for Educator of the Year, one of her peers noted that, quote, she goes above and beyond to create a positive, generative classroom experience in which students feel supported as they wrestle with new and difficult ideas. Another wrote that one of Dr. Cottrell's strengths is her efforts to equip students to contribute thoughtfully to a more humane world. Although she could not be here with us because she's actually started her fall sabbatical, please join me in another round of applause for Dr. Cottrell. And speaking of teaching excellence, it is now my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Megan Gibbons, Professor of Biology. Dr. Gibbons was last year's recipient of the Outstanding Educator of the Year Award and therefore serves as our commencement speaker this year. She's an amazing colleague who has been a member of the BSc faculty since 2001. Please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Caskey. Hi, everybody. Gonna need those. I want to welcome you all, family, friends, faculty, graduates. We finally made it. I want to make sure I acknowledge those of you who traveled to come here to celebrate with these students. I know this isn't what we all expected, but I'm so happy that we are able to celebrate together. It wasn't always clear that we'd be able to. So thank you. Before I really get started, I want to give a small caveat to the audience to prepare you. I have no intention of dazzling anyone with intellectual musings or obscure quotes from poets or philosophers. That's just not who I am. I'm honestly not sure how I earned the honor of being BSC's Outstanding Educator of the Year last year, the distinction that has led me to this podium. I love these students. I love teaching them, and I want the best for them. But I don't think that makes me any different from any other BSc professor. I really have the most amazing and brilliant set of colleagues. So it really is an honor to have received that distinction and to be talking to all of you today. But I think it's only fair that from this point, I focus my attention on the graduating seniors in front of me. So it's going to be a little less formal than if you were listening to a UN ambassador, a former Secretary of State, or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. So some of this might be kind of like if you had a class with me, but with fewer tangents and fewer cuss words, maybe. I found out I was giving this commencement speech during last year's graduation. So that means I've spent a year trying to figure out what I was going to say. First, I tried to remember any words of wisdom from the commencement speaker at my own graduation at Emory University in 1993. Seemed like a great place to start. Well, I couldn't even remember who the speaker was. Do you want to know what I do remember about my graduation? I remember sitting outside in a great big field, and it was hot. I mean, really, really hot. And I remember trying really hard not to puke or to pass out because I was so hungover from the party we had the night before. And it felt like it lasted forever. That's what I remember about my graduation. And I don't remember a word that the speaker said. I actually had to go back and look up who the speaker was for my commencement. It was Donald Raymond Keough, former president and chief operating officer of the Coca-Cola Company. And I remembered nothing. So if you guys remember nothing from this speech, then I've done just as well as the president of Coca-Cola. And if you remember anything at all from this speech, well, then I've done better. So I abandoned that strategy, but over the passing months, I felt like I was developing a pretty decent talk, not earth-shattering, but solid. share some words of wisdom, like many others have before me, about how to find your path in the world, how BSC has prepared you for what's next, and to convince you that you are all ready to embark on your next journey. And while I was doing this, you all were experiencing all the stress and excitement of your senior year, studying, working on papers, completing senior projects, training and competing if you're an athlete, getting ready for spring break, and celebrating the last semester of your college career. What a great semester that is, the final semester of your senior year. And then came COVID-19, and on March 13th, the shit hit the fan. If you've been in one of my classes, you knew that was coming. And we all left campus that Friday, not having any idea that that would be our last time all together on campus forever. Y'all, the last semester of your senior year got canceled. No SoCo, no more hanging with friends on campus, no more chatting with Miss Teresa in the C-store or Miss Johnny in the CAF, or any of the amazing staff members that made BSC feel like home. No senior celebrations for fraternities or sororities, no chance to say goodbye to professors, no ringing the bell on the last day of classes, no laid-back week after finals when all the seniors are on campus just hanging out together, with the end of that week culminating in the capping ceremony and commencement. For spring athletes, no conference championships or national championships. That realization, I've already swum my last race or played my last game of my college career, and I didn't even know it. I was not prepared. God, you guys, it really, really sucks. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. It happened to you and to every other graduating senior across the country. You are the only people alive who have ever experienced this. And I'm like, holy shit, I have to give the commencement speech to these students. How the hell am I going to do that? Maybe there won't be a commencement at all, and I won't have to give a speech. But like I said, I'm actually glad we're able to do this, because maybe it can provide some closure. It's not what any of us imagined, but it's something. So you're beginning your adult lives in a totally different world than it was just a few short months ago. Probably, a lot of your plans and opportunities have changed. Or maybe, like your last semester, they just disappeared. My original plan, the typical advice that someone would give a graduating class, seemed hollow. I mean, I literally have no idea what you guys are up against. We're in the middle of a crippling pandemic, with a teetering economy, worldwide protests, violence, and oppression, and our country is more politically divided than I have ever seen it. Plus, don't forget climate change. The world is really screwed up right now. But you know what? You need to keep going, keep working, keep challenging yourself to make sense of it all and to find your place in this chaos. You have the tools to make this work. Maybe it will take longer to reach your goals. Maybe you don't get your dream job right away because the world we used to know is taking a pause. Or maybe it will never really be the same. But maybe this pause, this chaos, will change how you see yourself in the world, how you can adjust your goals to meet our new reality. So here are a couple of rules that I used to figure out how to handle my first few years after college. They were really, really hard. Not what you're up against. Very different from what you're up against, but hopefully there's something useful in here for you. First of all, I should tell you that I was a psychology major with no idea what I wanted to do with my life when I graduated from Emory. I liked biology too, so I had taken some of those courses, but I didn't know where I was going with them. While I figured out what I wanted to do with my life, I really wanted to support myself financially. I didn't want to go back home, and I figured my parents paying for my college was enough. This leads me to my first rule. It's sort of a combo rule. Be humble. Don't be too proud to do the things necessary to accomplish your goals. And while you're doing that, keep an open mind, work hard, and have a positive attitude at whatever it is you're doing. A positive attitude and a strong work ethic can go a really long way. So I took a job as a lifeguard, an assistant swim coach for a summer team, and as a hostess at an Outback steakhouse. I even bussed tables when they needed someone to do that. Yep, I did that with an $80,000 degree from Emory University. I didn't plan on either of those being my career path, but doing them allowed me to support myself while I tried to find my passion. That's the second rule. Search for your passion. Try lots of things, and don't always take the easiest path. Abandon the paths that don't lead you to your passion. Volunteer, do internships, take part-time jobs that help you find your passion. I took on several different small jobs in the couple years after college. None of them paid well enough to cover anything, but they helped me interact with different types of careers. I took one job working at a nature preserve, another job as a research assistant for a child psychologist, and another one as a research assistant for a behavioral psychologist, observing troops of monkeys at the Yerkes Primate Center, where one of my responsibilities was to watch and record monkeys copulate. Now here's a tangent that I would totally take if I was teaching a class, but I won't right now. So I tried a few different things out so that I could get some more insight into what kind of career I wanted to pursue. I took each job seriously, I worked hard, and I kept a positive attitude. Because of my work ethic and positive attitude, I was offered several different opportunities. I moved up the ranks at Outback, was offered management training, and I was also encouraged by my boss at the Primate Center to apply to be a grad student in his lab. But neither of those things were my passion. So how did I get where I am? That leads me to my third rule. When you find your passion, follow it. Well, while I was taking on all those jobs and trying to figure out what to do with my life, I spent my free time hiking. One biology course that I had taken at Emory was called Vertebrate Populations, and our labs were almost all field trips. We'd go out and look for all sorts of critters, but the ones that were the most interesting to me and the easiest to find were salamanders. I loved that class. So while I was taking on all of these jobs and trying to find my passion, I was spending my free time basically going salamander hunting, finding streams and forested areas where I could turn over cover objects and see if I could find anything cool. I would even take friends salamander hunting if they were interested. There weren't very many takers. At some point, I realized that what I was doing in my free time was super nerdy. And I thought about combining my education in psychology with my hobby, salamander hunting. I went back to talk to my vertebrate population professor to ask how I could pursue a career in salamander behavior. He directed me to some salamander biologists who had active research in that area and encouraged me to apply to grad school. Well, remember, I was a psych major. So I didn't have all the courses that I need to apply to grad school in biology. I could have easily said, oh, well, that sucks. I should have been a bio major instead of a psych major. Guess I'll figure out something else to do. But I knew that I had found my passion, so I did what I needed to do to follow it. I started taking necessary courses when I could fit them in while working, and after about a year of that, I applied and got into grad school, studying salamander behavior. And grad school was great, and I worked with awesome people with similar interests, and it was the most intellectually stimulating and invigorating time of my life. I remember being so proud that I had supported myself after college, for finding my passion, and for getting into grad school. I hadn't seen my parents in a while because I was living in Atlanta and they were in Florida, so I waited until I visited with them to tell them in person. I was talking to my dad, and I told him that I had been accepted to a PhD program and that I was being given tuition and a modest stipend so that I could continue to support myself while I was in grad school. I expected him to be really psyched for me. He sat there thinking for a minute, clearly processing what I had told him, and then he said, "What the F are you going to do with a PhD in salamanders?" Only he didn't say F. And now you all know where I got my dirty mouth. So I told him that I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but that right now it felt like a great opportunity, and that I was sure it would lead me somewhere that would make me happy, and that he did not need to worry about me, it would all work out. He seemed satisfied with that answer, and I know he was worried, but he also knew me well enough to know that I would somehow make it work. Neither one of us knew that it would lead me here 24 years later giving a commencement speech at BSC. I remember this exchange with my dad so well because it was one of the last ones I ever had with him. Less than 2 days after we had this conversation, he had a massive brain aneurysm and died without warning. He was 56 years old. Terrible. Horrible. But I'm so glad I got to have that conversation with him. I got to share my passion with him. And while he didn't fully understand it, he knew I had found my passion. And sharing that moment with him before he died made me all the more motivated to follow it. When you're young, like I was then, and like you are now, one event is all it takes for you to realize that the world is not what you thought it was. It's not safe. It's not comfortable. It's unpredictable, and anything can happen at any time, and you won't be prepared. You won't be able to comprehend it. You can lose someone you love, like a parent or a sibling or a friend. Or there's a deadly pandemic ravaging the world. Or you watch a video of a policeman kneeling on a black man's neck until he dies. And you can't hide from it, and everything changes. And if there's any of you out there who feel like everything's cool and nothing has really changed, well, then you're just not paying attention. So what do? Your future's ahead of you. You need to think about what impact you're going to have on the world. All I had to do was to prove that getting a PhD in salamanders wasn't a waste of time. You guys have a much greater burden. You've got to figure out how and where you will fit into this chaos. What's your role in making this broken world one that feels safe and compassionate? Maybe now you decide you want to work in epidemiology instead of pharmacy. Maybe now you want to work for a political campaign instead of being an accountant. Maybe you want to pursue human rights law instead of real estate law. Or maybe you don't change your plans at all. But you all have to look at this world differently because the world is different now, and you are an important part of it. Here's what I do know. I know because you're graduating from BSc that you have all of the tools you need to find your place in the world and to have a positive influence on it, even though everything has changed. In your time here, we've done our best to develop you all as critical thinkers, great communicators, and compassionate members of society. Use these skills. Use them as you find your passion. Stay humble, work hard, and have a positive attitude. Also, be kind, because we are all suffering. Do something that makes you proud. I know it's scary, really scary, not knowing what's coming next. But you, as the first set of graduates in this mess, are in a unique position to make the world what you want it to be. You get to decide what's coming next, and I believe in you. Thank you.
Megan, I do want to thank you for those honest and insightful comments, and I truly hope that all the graduates among us here today really take those to heart. As I like to say, and now for the main event. Would the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Music please stand at this time? That's all you graduates. just in case you didn't catch that. All right. President Coleman, on behalf of the faculty, it is my honor to present these candidates who've completed the requirements for the degrees I've cited.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter of Birmingham-Southern College and the state of Alabama, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Music, with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
All right, you may be seated. One of the unique traditions at Birmingham-Southern College is the capping ceremony, at which students select an important individual to cap them by placing their mortarboard on their head. Typically, this event occurs at a different time than commencement, but we thought it important enough to incorporate it into today's ceremony. With this in mind, a number of today's graduates have seated next to them their official capper. This portion of the program will begin with Dr. Tim Smith announcing the name of the first graduate and capper, who will then both proceed to the capping area in front of the stage. In this case, X truly does mark the spot. At this time, the capper should have the graduate's mortarboard in his or her hand. Once at the capping area, both the graduate and capper can remove their masks and face the audience. The capper should place the mortarboard on the head of the graduate, pose for a photo, and receive applause from the crowd, and no applause can be too loud. When you're capping, just a hint, it's best if you get that front down first and pull back. That'll make it work better. The capper should then proceed back to their seat while the graduate remains in place for an individual photo. Following the photos, the capper and graduate should both replace their masks. After the photos are completed, the graduate should then proceed to the stage, following my finger right here up this way, to receive congratulations from President Coleman. To adhere to our social distancing protocol, students should stop at the black X on the floor, right here next to President Coleman, should face the audience for a well-deserved and hopefully, again, loud recognition from all in attendance. Graduates who do not have a capper should proceed directly to the photo area in the front of the stage and they hear their name called by Dr. Smith. They should again stop at the floor mark, remove their mask, face the audience for recognition. Once their photos have been taken, should also then proceed across the stage.
Tanya Alvarez Hernandez, cum laude, capped by her father, Jesus Alvarez. Taylor Ray Anderson, cum laude, capped by her father, Dennis Anderson. Catherine Belize, capped by her mother, Linda Belize. Nicholas Michael Bertani, cum laude, capped by his father, Michael James Bertani. Sharonda Celise Burt, capped by her father, Ronald Burt. Eva Christine Byram, cum laude, capped by her mother, Chris Lambert. Claire K. Campbell, summa cum laude, capped by her mother, Carol Campbell. Shakir Wanye Campbell, capped by her mother, Kirkina Miche Campbell. Brittany Renee Cunningham, capped by her mother, Kimberly Cunningham. Emily Susan Davis, capped by her mother, Deneen Davis. Molly Catherine Davis, capped by her father, Douglas Davis. Alexis Shea Dillard, magna cum laude, capped by her mother, Jennifer Dillard. Brennan Cole Dupree, capped by his mother, Tiffany Dupree. Miracle Dyson, capped by her mother, Barbara Rose. Ryan S. Emili, magna cum laude, capped by his mother, Kelly Emili. Matthew Ian Flaherty, capped by his mother, Debbie Flaherty. Matthew is, no, it's gone. Matthew is cum laude. Juliana Elizabeth Garrett, capped by her roommate and best friend, Rachel McCormick. Lindsay Renee Giglio, magna cum laude, capped by her mother, Michelle Giglio. Jacob W. Grant, cum laude, capped by his mother, Colleen Waller. Joshua Calvin Griffin, capped by his mother, Elizabeth Griffin. Robin Linnell Gully, cum laude, capped by her aunt, Deborah Gully Jones. Elaine Page Heller, capped by her father, James A. Heller. Jackson Elliott Hicks, capped by his mother, Blair Rowell Hicks. James Ford Hirsch, capped by his mother, Debbie Hirsch. Stephanie Suzanne Hushu, magna cum laude, capped by her father, John Hushu. Olivia Braun Jones, cum laude, capped by her father, Michael Jones, BSc class of 1989. Madeline Rebecca Kraft, capped by her mother, Kathy Kraft. Virginia Annette Luth, capped by her father, Scott Cavan Luth. Nicole Antoinette Malegny, capped by her father, Nick Malegny. Cole Morell, capped by his mother, Kristen Morell. Braden James McCombs, capped by his mother, Teresa McCombs. Nicholas B. Medina, capped by his mother, Patricia Medina. Rachel Ladan Motamed, magna cum laude, capped by her sister Lydia Motamed. Emily Ann Olson, cum laude, capped by her mother, Sandy Olson. Jose Radiel Padiermo Martinez, capped by his father, Jose Luis Padierna. Emily Caroline Pickens, cum laude, capped by her mother, Sharon Batson Pickens. Stephanie Lynn Pope, magna cum laude, capped by her sister, Anna Pope. Elizabeth Sue Revis, magna cum laude, capped by her twin sister, Hannah Revis. William Patrick Royer, capped by his father, Michael Royer. Spencer Hicks Schofield, capped by his father, William John Schofield. Abigail Grace Swain, cum laude, capped by her father, Harvey Swain. Jadoria Sarah Thompson, capped by her father, Terry Thomas. Leah Page Thomas, capped by her boyfriend Owen Ferguson, BSc class of 2018. Hope Ashlyn Trent, capped by her father, Michael Trent. Stephen Wan, cum laude, capped by his father, James Wan. Noah Stephen Young, cum laude, capped by his father, Craig Stephen Young. Savannah Leigh Young, capped by her mother, Robin Gamble Young. Kennedy Ann Martin.
this time I'd ask for one more round of applause for the class of 2020. Congratulations, graduates. It's now time for another graduation tradition. Before we begin, please make sure that your tassel is currently on the right side of your mortarboard. And I'm checking. And that's your right, not mine. Excellent, excellent. Now, in recognition of your new degree status, you may officially move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. It is now my pleasure to introduce John Martin, class of '87, and more importantly, father of Kennedy Martin, class of 2020, who will bring greetings from the Birmingham-Southern College Alumni Association. John?
Thank you, Dr. Caskey. Good afternoon, graduates, and congratulations to all of you once again on this storied achievement. I'm John Martin, a proud member of the Birmingham-Southern class of 1987. I'm married to the former Lori Minor, Birmingham-Southern class of 1986. We have 2 children. Our son Hunter is 25 and is in graduate school at UAB. And as Dr. Caskey indicated, our daughter Kennedy is a member of the Birmingham-Southern graduating class being honored today. My purpose here is twofold. First, on behalf of the parents, I want to thank all of you for the tremendous raise you have just given all of us. And second, since you are now official Birmingham-Southern graduates, I have the high honor of being the first person to officially welcome you to the Birmingham-Southern Alumni Association. All of the new graduates before me and all of you here who are Birmingham-Southern alumni know what a Birmingham-Southern College degree means. Achieving academic excellence isn't easy, which means all of you are uniquely prepared for this next chapter in your lives. That unique preparation means you have opportunities other graduates do not have, opportunities to continue supporting the mission of our beloved alma mater. One of those opportunities is to become an active member of the Birmingham-Southern College Alumni Association. You can do this in a number of ways, by attending alumni events here on campus, attending regional gatherings in various cities when they are scheduled, volunteering to serve the Alumni Association in various capacities, and continuing to support Birmingham-Southern through your financial contributions so future classes and future generations can experience what you're experiencing today, the thrill of earning a degree from Birmingham-Southern College. As Birmingham-Southern alumni, you'll also have access to an extensive network of fellow graduates who are willing to assist you in any way they can as you move into this next phase of your lives. The more active you are in the Alumni Association, the larger that network becomes. I know that when I see a resume from a Birmingham-Southern graduate, it's like pressing the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. That candidate automatically makes it to the next round because I know that Birmingham-Southern College graduates share a passion for excellence both in the classroom and in the workplace that is special and unique. I know today is a bittersweet day for you. Despite the response to the pandemic that caused your senior year experiences on campus to be cut a little short, there's an air of finality to participating in this ceremony and moving your tassel from one side of your mortarboard to the other. You love this place. We all do, or we wouldn't be here. The best way to keep your love and passion for Birmingham-Southern alive is to become active members of the Birmingham-Southern Alumni Association, and we hope you will. Forward ever, fellow alumni, and congratulations once again.
invite you to receive this benediction. May God be in your heads and in your understanding. May God be in your eyes and in your seeing. May God be in your mouths and in your speaking. May God be in your hearts and in your thinking. May God be in your endings and in all your new beginnings. Amen.
As we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to remind all participants and guests to meet beyond the outer doors of the Coliseum, perhaps near the Norton Alumni Plaza and Fountain or canopy of trees by Norton Center or the Bell Tower after leaving this event. The Humanities Bell will be available for the next half hour or so for ringing if you'd like to do so. You'll also have approximately an hour or so to take pictures around the main parts of campus. Thank you for wearing masks other than when taking pictures and for maintaining social distances at all times. Graduates, we truly appreciate your participation in today's capping and commencement ceremony and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Please know that you will always, however, have a home here on the hilltop. Would everyone please rise for our alma mater when this is played, and please wait to be released by an usher or marshal before leaving. Thank you.